I'm the creator behind Red Nose Crochet, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be covering 5 crochet patterns that I'm feeling pretty obsessed with lately, and I hope you guys will be too. Also, down in the comments, what I would love to hear from you are patterns that you guys are obsessed with lately, because I've been trying to I've been in my branch out era, I guess if you will, of trying to find new and different amigurumi designers and patterns, just because I like seeing and learning the different ways that people explain or show off different techniques. I don't know, it makes me feel a little bit more engaged while I'm crocheting. And this is simply because I just went through a pretty massive burnout. Your girl's good, but yeah, your girl needed a break. We're back today. But anyway, also, if you hear anything going on in the background, the neighbor's mower is going on. I think it sounds like he's kind of done. I tried to wait it out, but he basically showed up right as I was about to hit record, and I knew if I didn't hit record and just do this video really quick that it wasn't getting done today, and I just wanted that sense of accomplishment for the day. It's a Monday, so you want to go in and persevere and set up how your week is going to look and set the vibe for your week. So we're doing things regardless of, environmental background noise. Anyway, let's jump right into it. I actually am really excited to share some of these with you. I might drag a couple of other things on that I've also recently worked on, but these are things that I've basically had on repeat on my hook. So the first one, I'm very, very excited about this. So I'll show you the different evolutions of this, but I've got about 10 of them already. So anyway, if you have been paying attention on Instagram, I recently just did a collab with Crochet with Kelsey. We have been talking about trying to come up with a free pattern collab for a while because we both like providing that resource for the community. And I knew that I had been wanting to find a small but easy to make dragon pattern for Renaissance fairs this year that could fit in my $10 to $20 range. So we definitely accomplished that with our little pocket dragons. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to show off to you. I think I'm going to show this purple one. Our little pocket dragons. He's so cute, so perfect. This guy takes me 25 to 30 minutes-ish to make, so it's perfect for my $10 to $12 range, which it achieves the goal of what I wanted, which was something that people will see, it's cute, they want to grab it and just go. Because the lowest priced dragon I've had to date, I believe, is a $35 price range. So this little guy is so perfect, and we honestly had gone back and forth. We took a week toggling around with this before we really settled on the design, but there's definitely there's aspects of both of us throughout this whole thing, and it makes me so happy. So this was our first guy. So I had crocheted the horns on and I sewed the spine on. That's kind of where we started. He's really grumpy. And then this was the second rendition, basically the same thing. I was just trying to make it again to see what the time frame on it was. So nothing really too different in this evolution. And then we have this little purple guy. So this is where we decided maybe the horns should be bobbles in the actual pattern. We're trying to make it as low sew as possible, basically. So this is a very, very low sew pattern, and you'll see that. So the wings are sewn on, and then the spine is surface stitched on, not sewn on. And the little snout is sewn on as well. So those take very minimal time. And then finally we landed on this guy. Not too much of a difference. We've literally just decided the horns needed to go one round sooner. And the spine is surface stitched on, and the wings are sewn on. The snout is sewn on. And you'll see with the tail, so the tail itself is in the actual body. It's just a chain, and then you come out, go back down the chain and into the body. Very similar to the Riff the Octopus from the Crochet Carpenter. And then when you do the spine, you're only surface stitching into the very top stitches of the tail so that they don't peek through the bottom of the tail. So yeah, I love this little guy. I've made a bunch of him so far. I definitely want to make quite a few more for the rent fair. I have a feeling these guys will be pretty popular. I like this one in blue. And then I have one in red. This little guy with an orange spine. But yeah, I think these guys will be popular just because they meet a better price point than most of my other dragons. And they still are like really cute, fun. Kids will like them. And I mean, it's something you can look at and like get what it is. So it's a pocket dragon. My boyfriend said we had a missed opportunity and that we should have named it a Dragon Ball. But I thought Pocket Dragon was cute. Really clever. Anyway, yeah, look out for that. The tester call is out now, but Kelsey and I are going to be picking our testers today. And with the timeline that we both normally work with, I would expect to see this pattern available for free on Instagram and maybe both of our websites, hopefully by the end of this week. We shall see. We haven't really discussed like a release date for it yet. So there will be an update on that. Now, the next pattern I'm really feeling obsessed with, sitting right next to me, but I just wanted to move that, are these little Witchrooms by Shroommigurumi. I had been seeing posts on Instagram of this little guy, and I had been wanting to make him for a while, and this was like towards the tail end of my burnout. I had one day where I just was like, I couldn't stop scrolling on my phone, like, and I could not get anything done, and I was like, you know what, like, I am just gonna do something that like I feel like doing. I know it's not technically work related. If you know, I do crochet full time, like, so it is work related, but it's not like what I was working on that day. Sorry, I have hair in my mouth. And I just knew it was something I would enjoy making, bring a little bit of whimsy into my day, make me feel good when it's complete. It's one of those things when like as you're finishing it, you're like, it's so cute. You're like kicking your feet. So this was definitely a great make. I didn't record how long it took me to make. Again, I was just casually crocheting this, picking it up, putting it down, going and doing stuff. I think I went to the gym before I even like finished doing this. So like I kind of just like worked on this throughout like a whole day basically. But I'm very happy with how this turned out. He's just been hanging out on my desk. I think he's so cute. There's other I'll put the picture up for the pattern, but there's like other variations in the pattern for this. I do have a pipe cleaner in here for stability. And I think the next one I make, I'm gonna weigh down because he doesn't really stand up on his own unless I have him propped up, which is, he sits right next to my desk, propped up. But yeah, I definitely think that this is gonna be a really cute make for the Renaissance Fair. I don't think I'm gonna see other crochet plushies like that. Just because like the mushroom shapes are so different. She also had this really cute, I got on the same day because I'm like, oh, that's a cute pattern too. She had a like just like a little like whimsy like crossbody bag pattern, so I thought I might try to make a couple of those as well if I have time. But yeah, definitely go give Shroommigurumi a follow on Instagram because that account has some really cute like fantasy and whimsy makes, and it seems like they might be doing another pattern here soon, so I've been kind of like not stalking, watching waiting, seeing what else that they're gonna do. And then speaking of whimsy, I actually just finished this pattern test this weekend. It's by Amikoro. I'm so sorry, I never pronounced the name right. Anyway, this is the new pattern that she just put out. It's the baby forest monster. Last year I had made like I don't know if she calls it a forest monster or a, give me 2 seconds here to look for it. Okay, so sorry for the skipping ahead. I was just trying to find the right name for this. So yeah, no, this one is the baby moss monster, but last year, I don't know if she like released this pattern last year, but last year I found this pattern and made it, and I thought it was really cute. It's called the forest, or she says it's a forest monster, but the that's why I was confused. The name of the file is Moss Monster, but I'll put the picture up here somewhere. I love this pattern. I'm definitely going to try to make like 1 or 2 for the Renaissance Fair. I think that this will be cute. I keep speaking about the Renaissance Fair a lot. I'm doing the Vermont Renaissance Fair at the end of this month. Actually, Happy Brain Fiber is going to be hanging out at my booth as well and have a little corner of her own. But I'm planning on having like a mossy creature section, a jester section, like mushrooms and stuff, and like a full-on like dragon section. So a lot of the stuff that I've been making for this, like not for this video, but making on repeat, that are in this video happen to be things that I am happy to be making for the Renaissance Fair. So that's why I'm bringing it up nonstop. Anyway, I'm not 100% sure what day she's releasing this yet. I think she's still wrapping up like the little like bits and bobs of, you know, finishing up writing a pattern. But I would expect to probably see this released by the end of this week, if not by next week. So, but this worked up really, really quick for me as well. I made this in Elise Veludo, which I've really been vibing with lately. You know I'm usually a Elise Softy Plus girl, but the Elise Veludo, it's like butter in your hands. I really, really enjoy working with it. But in her pattern, she has like a cute little belt for it and such, but I didn't feel like going to Michael's to get the materials for that, so he's just got his little bag. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a couple of these in like a couple of different like colors, maybe add some moss to a couple of them. I think these will be a really, really cute grab. I think this is probably gonna be like a $40 to $45 item at the Renaissance Fair for myself. I still have to double check like my time spent and the materials on it, because I'm not used to using Veludo for my like market items yet, so I just gotta figure out the price point there. Next, everybody's been talking about these. I've already made a couple for the Sci-Fi Expo. I made some hakus out of them. It is Nook's Hook Sleeping Dragon. Now, I don't have one completed, but I have 5 sitting right here next to me that are ready to be sewn together. So they're not complete yet, but if you know this pattern, you love it. But yeah, I've literally had like a little assembly line sitting next to me because I've just been making these on repeat. I've got 5 of them. I've got to make 5 more. I want to do them in all the different colors. I've been doing them in these like really pretty, oh, I have the yarn sitting right next to me actually. It's the Loops and Threads Sweet Snuggles Light. I thought that was really, really cute. They're all gonna get fur spines. Just because I like the way a fur spine looks, and it's really easy. It zhuzhes something up, makes it look nicer. But yeah, I just feel like everybody and their mom has been making these patterns lately, or making the sleeping dragon lately, because they're just so cute and they work up really, really quickly for what they are. For me, I think it's like an hour and a half total, I want to say. So that allows me to have it in the $35 price point, which it sells really well at that price point for a market. So if you're looking for something that's cute that people will grab, I think it's going to be great for people that are looking for something that can go on their desk or on a bookshelf. It's just like a nice little, like, it's not too big, it's kind of curled up, it can like start a conversation. So I believe that's going to be a great seller at the Renaissance Fair, and I will eat my words if it's not. But keep an eye out for that vlog here pretty soon as well. Oh my goodness. Now, last but not least, I've been so obsessed with these guys. I couldn't stop making them as I was developing the pattern. It is one of my newer series that I've been doing. It is the little one-eyed monster guys that I've been making. You've seen them on Instagram if you follow me there. You've definitely seen them on Patreon if you're on my Patreon. Where is he? So it started out with these little one-eyed moss monsters. I love them so freaking much. They're so cute. Oh my god. And I love having them sit on my desk. I just love looking at them. It makes me kick my feet. So anyway, I started off with these little like moss monster guys. And I was just trying to find like a good way to like use up these like 35mm eyes that I had sitting around. So it worked out really nicely when I used the Elise Softy Plus. I'll have to try it with the Elise Voluto. So then I moved on and I was like, what can I do that like kind of looks like a mushroom, but I don't want it to exactly be a mushroom. So I made this little, I call him the Moon Dust Monster. He's got like one of those, the classic pop-up mushroom cap with some stars embroidered on him. I'm sure you could probably make this without, you could probably do like a little cute little like mushroom tail and like a red cap and just make it look like an actual mushroom. But he turned out really cute. And then I was like, okay, what else can I do? What other customizations can I do with this? So then I was like, well, I think I need a spring one. So I made this guy with the little ears. Oh my god! Now I'm just making myself want to make more of these today, even though I already have things to do. But I love them. I love them so much. So anyway, this guy is not a written pattern or released yet. Like these two are both available on my Patreon for free, but they're also available on my website and my Etsy for purchase. But this little guy, I think, and I've got 3 more in here, what my plan to do with these. So I made like this little like angel, I don't remember exactly what I called them, but it's like a little angel one. And then I have like kind of like another monster type one, but more of like a little celestial guy, kind of like a junior to my Moon Guardian that I made last year. And I did like, I don't know if you remember my Mothman pattern, but I gave him the Mothman ears. I just thought he turned out pretty cute. So my plan, I think with these guys, is to hide them in my loyalty tiers in Patreon. So that way, you've got like these base patterns, right? And then as you work your way through my loyalty tiers on Patreon, you do get all like the other patterns that are in those tiers, but you get these mods for the base pattern that you already have. And the base pattern will be included in that just in case. But I thought these would be like a cute like loyalty tier exclusive item. So I was trying to flesh out like 1 or 2 more to hide in there. As just like a little like loyalty reward for my Patreon members. But yeah, he's my favorite right now. I really can't stop it. Like I think it's like because they're so small too, like, and they're just easy and quick to make. I can't help myself. I love them. They're so cute. I did want to give a little shout out. Now, this isn't something that's been on repeat, but I could easily find myself having this pattern on repeat. Again, this is not included in the 5 patterns that I've been obsessed with lately, but this is one that I just tested, or I pre-tested for KP Crochet Creations. If you know me, you know I love dinosaurs. And this is her Ankylosaurus. I think she named it Arnie. Arnie the Ankylosaurus. My boyfriend yells at me. I personally like to say Ankylosaurus. He's like, Ankylosaurus. Okay. It's also just like the way my brain works. But I think this is probably like, it's one of my favorite dinosaurs outside of Parasaurolophus. And what's the other one? There's like a really small one I like. It's Homo sol. I can never pronounce it, but it's so cute. It's just like a little dinosaur. But I know she's doing a floppy version of this next. And then I think she said Parasaurolophus is on her list. So I can't wait. But this was such a cute make. The eyes I got from What's Up Cupcake. I don't know if you can see them too. Yes, you can. These are beautiful. This is part of like, I think the series was called, I want to say it was called Woodland Walk or something like that. But I thought these were like a nice, like beautiful, like natural looking color for this pattern. This is something else that I made with Elise Voluto. And I really, really enjoyed the entire process of making this. Even though I was in pre-testing and the pattern like wasn't like completely done yet, it was still super easy to work through. And then I'm in her current testing group because this guy is in testing right now. I don't have the release date yet. I was hoping she might respond before I started recording, but I know she's busy at work. Yeah, I don't see a response. But it's due the 18th, so I would expect it to release by like the 20th, if the 25th by the latest. Because I know once she gets her patterns like completed, like the test is completed, she likes to get her pattern like released ASAP. But Arnie is so cute. He's been hanging out on my bench with my cats over here. He's probably mine to keep. I don't know if I want to get rid of him because I love him and I love the colors that I used. But yeah, again, if I had to pick a favorite pattern out of all of these, it is my little moss monster. I can't stand him. He's so cute. Ah! So anyway, all of these patterns are going to be linked below. Make sure you comment what patterns you guys have had on repeat lately because I low-key want to try them. And I love talking to you guys in the comments. It feels good to like be getting myself like made up to like feel good and look good on camera and to like update and like talk to you guys again, even though like you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm gonna try to go live also this coming Saturday and just do like some market prep. We're gonna be sharing Flash Phallus. Don't want to share that, no. We're gonna be sharing Flash Challenge Friday makes from Patreon there as well because it's gonna be our guild chill live. It's probably gonna be first thing in the morning because I have a baby shower to go to that day. But with that being said, I hope you guys like these patterns. Let me know what you think about them. And for now, be happy, be safe, and keep crocheting.